Hi, welcome back to Yawning Yogis. I'm Miss Kristin, and tonight I have my daughter with me.
Hi, my name's Ella.
And we're so excited to see you here, and we cannot wait to begin practicing yoga with you. Now, as you know, you don't need a mat. You can certainly use one, but it's not necessary. All you really need is some space to move around in so you don't get hurt. You have to have plenty of space. We also have with us our breathing buddies, and we'll use those at the end of class. So if you'd like, you can go and grab a stuffy. You don't necessarily need to have one though. Okay, so tonight we're going to begin class just a little bit differently. I'm sure you can tell that tonight's class is going to be different. I wonder what gives it away. What do you think, Ella?
The pumpkins.
That's right, we're going to celebrate Halloween. So we're going to try and make our beginning part just a little bit shorter so we can do a fun Halloween sequenced set of poses. So right now, let's sit. We're in easy pose. Hands are resting on our knees. Let's close our eyes and take some big breaths. Let's take a deep inhale in through our nose and blow it out through our mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. One more time. Big inhale. Exhale. Good. Let's take some quieter breaths in through our nose, out through our nose. While you're breathing, we're going to listen to the chime. I want you to notice, really focus on the sound it makes and how it slowly gets quieter. Very good. So we're going to begin by doing our Om activity that we did last week to get us centered. Except tonight, we're not going to be using the word Om. We thought it would be a bit more fun to use what word? Boo! Boo. So let's say that together in the same style that we would say Om. So are you ready, Ella? Boo. Very good. So we're going to start rubbing our hands together. Ooh, feel all that heat. Take a big inhale. And boo. Our hands back are nice and straight. Inhale. Boo. Now, we're going to rub what together, Ella?
Our feet.
Our feet. Very good. So let's sit in butterfly. You can hold your ankles and rub the bases of your feet together, the bottoms of your feet. And inhale. And boo. Okay, again, let's rub our feet together. Inhale. And boo. Excellent. What's next, Ella?
Hands and feet.
Hands and feet. Let's do it. That's tricky though. Hands and feet. Rub them together, rub them together. Inhale. And boo. Okay, very good. Let's do that again. And boo. Very good. So from here, let's sit up with our knees hugged into our chest. Wrap your arms around rock and roll. Let's hit it. Ready? The floor is really squeaky. Last one. And now let's get into table. We're gonna do a few exercises and match our breathing to our movements. But we're gonna start in table. So as you know, our hands firmly planted beneath our shoulders, our knees are hip width apart, and our back is nice and straight. So inhale, exhale to down dog. Very good. So let's inhale to table. Exhale to child's position. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Just rest here for a moment. All right. Inhale. Exhale to down dog. Just stand here. Stay in this pose for a moment. Now inhale. Exhale, slowly walking your hands up to your feet. Very good, and we're just going to hang out here for a minute and forward fold. If you'd like, you can grab your elbows with your hands, kind of gives you a little more weight to pull you down. If you'd like, you can rest your hands on the floor and move your shoulders and your head, trying to loosen everything up. All right, now we're going to slowly come to standing as we inhale. So, very good. We're in mountain pose. So our feet are firmly planted on the ground. Just take a minute to feel how this pose feels. Very good. Now, we're going to get into star. So, you guys know this sequence. We'll begin in star. So our arms are out to the side. We say, I am bright.
I am bright.
Now we're going to move into warrior 2 and say, I am strong.
I am strong.
Let's move to warrior 3 and say, I am balanced.
I am balanced.
And slowly come up to standing. Very good. And say, I am kind.
I am kind.
Excellent. Now we're going to do it on the opposite side. So let's begin in star this way. Hands to the side, feet facing forward. We say, I am bright.
I am bright.
We're going to turn our front leg out. Warrior 2. I am strong.
I am strong.
Move to warrior 3 and say, I am balanced.
I am balanced.
We'll come slowly up and say, I am kind.
I am kind.
Excellent. Very nice. So now we're going to begin our Halloween segment. In this Halloween segment, we'll have a spooky story. So it's a dark and windy night. Let me hear the wind howl outside my house. Very good. So let's get into our house position. Feet wide, arms up top, and we kind of look like a triangle or a house. So we're safe and cozy in our house. And we're curled up with our black cat. So let's get into cat. Start in table. And our cat is angry, so our backs will go curl up towards the ceiling, and we'll hiss. Hiss. Oh, she's happy now, so let's drop our bellies, look up to the sky, and meow. Meow. Oh, hiss. Meow. One more hiss. Hiss. Very good. So, I light my candle. Flickers in the darkness. Outside, I can still hear the wind blowing. It's howling. Howl! So I go to my door. Put your foot out like this. Put your arm up, your right arm up, and we're gonna bend this way. Open the door. Oh, it's a good stretch. Okay, come back up. Let's do it on the other side. So again, your arm up. Oh no, and outside my door, I see a spooky, crooked tree. So let's get into our tree pose. I'm gonna start on my shakier side. Let's get into our tree. Oh, it's a spooky old tree and it's blowing in the wind. But still howling. Howl! Let's try a tree on the other side. Okay, let's get in a tree. Branches are stretched out into the dark sky, blowing in the wind. Let's hear another howl. Howl! Oh no! What's that I see? It's a sleeping bat. So let's get into our bat pose. This is a new pose. We haven't done this before. It's called shoulder stand. So we're going to kind of roll back, but instead of rolling forward, we're going to prop our backs up using our hands. And you'll see. Ready? Here's our sleeping bat. You want to keep looking straight up at the ceiling and point your toes. That bat is sound asleep, but right next to it, I see my broomstick. Oh, I have to get my broomstick. So, stand up. All right, so here I am looking out my door at my broomstick, and eek! I see a mouse. Oh no, a mouse. Can you make yourself teeny tiny like a mouse? Okay, I'm gonna have to get it together. I have to grab my broomstick. So, standing at my door, let's pull our left leg in, still flexing our foot on our leg that's straight out, and we're gonna take our opposite hand and wrap it around our leg and twist with a nice straight back, looking to the left. Coast is clear. Let's do that again on the right side. So now we're gonna pull our right leg in, take our left arm, wrap it around, plant your right hand behind you. Oh yes, coast is clear. So, should we make a run for our broomstick?
Yes.
Okay. Let's stand up. Here I am, ready to run. Any moment. Ready? Get up into, we call this vampire. You're on your tippy toes, and behind you is your cape as you run towards your broomstick. Phew. We made it. Now, let's get into, or onto our broomstick. We'll get in a chair. Okay. Now, we always practice flying safety before we take off. So we look to the left. And we look to the right. still in chair. Looks like we're safe. So we're going to take off. And for this, we're gonna get into dancer. So if you remember, we're gonna plant our right foot, put our left hand out, and it's gonna grab our foot or our ankle. We're gonna balance, and we're gonna go out like this. We're witches flying on our brooms, or warlocks. Okay, let's try that on the other side. Plant that foot firmly. I'm gonna take your, opposite hand. Balance and take off. Woo! Very good, Ella. Oh no, what is that I spy on the ground? Why, it's the most perfect pumpkin I've ever seen. So let's get into squat. So you're squatting down. Whoa, I'm almost gonna fall. So very good, Ella, yep. Oh, I love that pumpkin. So I tuck my broomstick under my arm and go up to that pumpkin and I roll it all the way home. So we're gonna do some more rocking and rolling. Ready? It's a long way home. I was in the sky for a very long time. Woo! And now that we're home, we decided to carve our perfect pumpkin into a beautiful jack-o'-lantern. Let's get into butterfly. Oh, bounce our knees a little. Straight and tall. Very good. And now our jack-o'-lantern's perfect. And we say, boo! Boo! Oh, it is getting late. I must say goodnight to my little spider. For this, you put your feet out like this and your hands behind your feet. And this is our spider. So we say goodnight to our pet spider and we go into the house and we rest in our bed. So lay down. You can use your breathing buddy. Put it on your belly. Inhale. Feel your breathing buddy rise up on your tummy as you take a big breath in. Exhale. And your buddy goes down. So inhale and exhale. And again, let's express our gratitude for our strong bodies that help us practice yoga, for our lungs that take that good fresh air and move it through our bodies so our muscles are strong. Thank you. Think that in your mind. Thank with each inhale and you with each exhale. Thank you for joining in tonight. We hope you enjoyed our Halloween-themed yoga. We'll see you next week. The book I chose for us this evening is The Little Ghost Who Lost Her Boo. And this book was written by Elaine Bickel and illustrated by Raymond McGrath. And this is a brand new book, and it's so cute. It goes well with our yoga. Little Ghost went out in the middle of the night and flew up to someone to give them a fright. She got in position, arms up, all prepared. Wait for it, lady. You're going to be scared. She opened her mouth, but her boo wasn't there. All that came out was a rush of cold air. I've lost my boo! I've lost my boo! Where has it gone? What will I do? Mama Ghost said, "My poor little one, it looks as though your fright nights are done." "I'll find it," cried Little Ghost. Off she flew, looking and listening for her scary boo. Then she heard a noise in the dark, dark trees. "Can that be my boo? Oh, let it be, please. Hoo, hoo." There's Little Ghost. It wasn't a boo, but a hoo, hoo, hoo. And down flew Owl. "Oh, Owl, it's you. I wonder, can you help me? I'm looking for my boo." "I'm sorry, Little Ghost, but I can't help you. I've been out all night, had a tasty bite or two, and while I was hunting, I didn't hear a boo. Would you like to borrow my hoo, hoo, hoo?" "Thank you, Owl. It's perfect for you, but it's just not as scary as my ghostly boo." From far above came a noise in a tree. "That's my boo. It belongs to me. Coo, coo." See Owl and Ghost? It was not a boo, but a gentle coo. "Oh, hello, Pigeon. I'm glad it's you. I wonder, can you help me? I'm looking for my boo. Coo, coo, coo." "I'm sorry, Little Ghost, but I can't help you. I woke up extra early to enjoy the starry view, and while I was looking, I didn't hear a boo. Would you like to borrow my own gentle coo? Coo, coo." "Thank you, Pigeon. It's perfect for you, but it's just not as scary as my ghostly boo." At the first light of day began to show, the tiny ghost heard a rooster crow. "Cock-a-doodle-doo!" "Oh, hello, Rooster. It's nice to see you. I wonder, can you help me? I'm looking for my boo." "I'm sorry, Little Ghost, but I can't help you. I've only just got up as the day is really new, and I'm about to wake the world with a cock-a-doodle-doo. Why don't you join me, and you can try it too? Cock-a-doodle-doo." "Thank you, Rooster. It's perfect for you, but it's just not as scary as my ghostly boo. Poor little ghost, I wonder if she'll ever find her boo." Little Ghost was sad, as up and off she flew, heading for her home without her precious boo. She asked all her friends, and she looked everywhere. She knew without a boo, there was no one she could scare. Then Little Ghost heard what sounded like a boo. Then she flew a little closer and knew it was a moo. "Oh, hello, cow. Of course it's you. I wonder, can you help me? I'm looking for my boo." I'm sorry, little ghost, but I can't help you. After being milked, I found some grass to chew. But not once this morning have I ever heard a boo. Though I have something similar, why don't you try my moo? Moo. It's close, said Little Ghost, but it just won't do. Even though it's similar and perfect for you, it's just not as scary as my own ghostly boo. So Little Ghost went home as sad as can be. Then she looked up, and what did she see? Oh, I wonder what she saw. We'll have to turn the page and find out. She saw the reader. Yes, she saw you. Can you help Little Ghost find her boo? Come on now, it's up to you. Let me hear you shout out, boo! Very good boos out there. Boo! Yes, that's it. That will do. That is such a scary boo. You did it. You found it. High five and a big thank you. And with that wonderful scary boo, away that happy little ghost flew. Well, I hope you enjoyed the little ghost who lost her boo. You guys were very scary with your own boo. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.